emerging leaders. So I wanted to reach out to you today with a video. Hopefully this will help you as you go forward in this class. But Module 2, I wanted to make sure that I explained it very clearly because there will be some things that you will do in this module that will not be turned in, but will be foundational to the work that you'll do in this module, as well as work that you'll do next week for your first project. So I wanted to go over this very quickly. Your rubric is extremely important to any course that you have here. So you definitely want to follow the rubric when you are going through your modules. For this particular module, we're going to click on Module 2, and then I want you to go down here to understanding what it is that you need to do. And so the introduction will go into what it is that you'll be learning in this particular module. And then it's going to tell you what your required resources are. So this week you'll be reading Chapter 6 and Chapter 7, and then you'll be taking what is called an Away to assessment. So you do need to take that. You're going to click on to the assessment link. It is going to take you to this screen, and then you're going to sign in with your SNHU account. So the information that you use for your user ID and password. For now, I'm going to go back to Brightspace. And you also want to watch this video on your hidden personality. This is all going to be very foundational to what you're going to do, but you will not be turning in your Away to assessment results. However, you will be utilizing those results. They are going to help you to complete Project 1. So as you move forward in the module, you're also going to have another non-graded assignment. And this is your personal value system. So you definitely want to do that, and you want to fill out this form. So when you click that, it'll automatically go below, and this is actually launching on another screen for me, but I'm going to pull it over to this screen so that you can see. This is what you're going to get. This is the personal value system worksheet. So after you take your assessment and you've done all of your reading, this is going to make sense to you, and you will be able to fill this out. This is not something, again, that you will return in. It is just something that you're going to do as a reflection so that it helps you to prepare for your first project, okay? And then, as we move forward, the next thing is your personality assessment. So you're going to actually look at your rubric here. So again, your rubrics are very important to each of your modules. So please be sure to click on the rubric link for each of your modules. So to explain this a little bit more, your assignment is going to be to put together a mind map, okay? And as you look at your criteria here, you'll see personal and professional skills, areas of interest, key personality traits. So those are the three overarching criteria that you're going to be diagramming this week. All right, so you'll be putting together a mind map, which is a diagram. Now I've provided you with a document that will give you additional information on how to create your mind map. In addition to that, I've also created a mind map that you can look at and utilize to guide you through putting this together. So the way that your rubric works is these are the criteria that you're being graded on, these three things here, and then finally how well you articulated that response. When you're looking here, there are 4 different grades that you can get for each of the criteria. So under personal and professional skills, you can get exemplary, and that means that if you have exceeded proficiency in exceptionally clear, insightful, sophisticated, or creative manner, then you will get a full 30 points. If you've been proficient, which means that when it comes to personal and professional skills, you clearly listed or showed different skill sets and point out areas of growth and improvement. So you'll get 25.5%. Again, the biggest difference is how clearly and sophisticated or creative you've been in explaining these for that criteria. Now, if you get needs improvement, what happens here is if you've shown progress towards proficiency, but with errors, maybe you omitted something, or areas for improvement may include vague or repetitive items, or maybe you're missing areas for improvement. So you want to make sure that as you're looking at your rubric, that you're filling in all of the requirements as you're putting together your mind map. Not evident means that you won't get any points because it does not attempt the criteria. So for each of these criteria, you will be ranked either exemplary, proficient, needs improvement, or not evident. The maximum number of points that you can get per criteria is 30, 30, 30, and 10, okay? So 30 for personal and professional skills, 30 for areas of interest, 30 for key personality traits, and then 10 for articulation of your response. So if you want to know what those mean and you want to know how you can get the maximum points, then you will just need to read the criteria underneath each of the different levels of proficiency. Okay, so hopefully that's given you some insight on the rubric and how you can utilize this. So now let's tie this together. Once you do your OA2 assessment, because remember earlier I said you would take an OA2 assessment and that will take you here, you're actually going to get results from that assessment. Once you get those results, then you will go and put together your mind map. So now let's pull it all together. So when you're putting together your mind map, you definitely want to look at your rubric, and it really is a best practice for any assignment that you do in this course and in all of the courses that you're going to finish as you are completing your degree at SNHU. But more specifically for this module, I have taken a screenshot of the rubric so I can show you how to correlate those competencies or the criteria that they're looking for on the left with the mind map that you put together. You're going to actually turn in the mind map itself, the diagram. As you look at the rubric, you'll see the first criteria is for personal and professional skills. So I put a 1 and 2 here because you want to separate these two criteria as you're putting together your mind map, because there will be other attributes that you are going to utilize and draw around the main bubbles. So here you see the 4 main bubbles that correlate with the criteria, which are personal and professional skills, and then areas of interest, and then key personality traits. And then finally, you have the articulation of the response to those criteria, the 4 criteria above. So as you're looking at this, you want to separate professional and personal skills and then start to build out what those weaknesses are as well as those areas of improvement. From there, you'll continue to map out the results that you were able to get from your OA2 assessment. And what does that look like? It will look similar to this. So you'll have your 4 main bubbles, and then under professional and personal skills, you're going to have 2 bubbles that lead out from that one for areas of improvement, the other for weaknesses. And then you will list the results that you got from your OA2 as supplements to those bubbles to expand on what those areas of improvement may be, and also to expand on what the weaknesses will be. You will do that for both the professional skills and for the personal skills. And then the OA2 assessment is also going to give you areas of interest that you will list out around the bubble for areas of interest. And then finally, for key personality traits, you will list those results from the OA2 assessment. You do not have to utilize this format. It is at your discretion if you choose to do so. This mind map was created in PowerPoint. However, I do have a document that is attached here, and it has a number of tools that you can utilize online to build out your mind map if you want to be more creative. So it is certainly at your discretion. I just wanted to take the opportunity to clarify the assignment and what you should be turning in. Again, the OA2 assessment, you don't have to turn in the results from the OA2 assessment. What you will be turning in is the diagram that you will create from those results. Okay? I hope that this has helped to clarify things, and I look forward to getting your mind maps this week.